You need to shout for help. Where is he? Which way did he go?
One of London's biggest hospital trusts.
He's having a heart attack, but we'll get him in straight away and we'll get him sorted out.
OK, on three. 1, 2, 3.
Treating more than 20,000 people every week.
Flying over the enemy lines.
This is a place with some of the best specialists in the world.
I'm amazed he's alive. He had 2 blocked arteries.
Where lives are transformed.
Oh, thank you so much.
But it's under intense pressure.
We have a financial deficit of 41 million.
With growing patient numbers.
We are full. We're always full.
How long has he been here?
13 hours and 46 minutes. I don't think that's best patient care.
And higher expectations.
There can't be nothing in this day and age.
I want to look after him.
First ambulance is on the ramp.
At a time when the NHS has never been under more scrutiny.
We're declaring a major incident at the St Mary's site.
If this was my sister or a friend or anyone, this wouldn't be good enough.
Week by week, we reveal the complex decisions the staff must make.
Anybody else who hasn't gone knife to skin, they need to be sent home.
About who to care for next.
Do you reach a point where you say enough is enough?
Yes, the family may not like that, but we are stopping, and this is where it ends.
In terms of treatment options, I'm at the end of the line. They've tried chemo, they've tried radiotherapy, surgery, and it's still coming back.
51-year-old Glendon has a type of brain tumour called glioblastoma. He's tried every treatment his local hospital in Lancashire can offer.
This is the most aggressive cancer known to man. You either collapse into a little pile of self-pity, or you carry on fighting. And I will carry on fighting until it kills me.
To access a new type of therapy, Glendon is now under the care of Matt Williams, a leading oncologist at Charing Cross Hospital.
How did Glendon find you?
I don't know. I don't know. I suspect Google.
Matt is one of the few doctors in the country willing to prescribe immunotherapy for brain tumours.
Lots of cancers are able to avoid the immune system, so they kind of hide from it. And what the current generation of immunotherapy does is allows the immune system to get active and then attack the tumours. It's known to work for some tumours. We do not know whether it works for others, and yet it is really expensive.
The NHS does not offer immunotherapy to brain tumour patients because its benefits are unproven, but it can be accessed privately.
So we're going up to the 15th floor, which is the private wing stuck on top of Charing Cross Hospital.
Doors open.
In most cases, I think private medicine means a nicer room, better coffee, but there has been a change. There are cases where you'll get access to other drugs that aren't available on the NHS. And the number of people who want to access those drugs is definitely going up.
OK, this is your bed.
Lovely. I really fancy a refreshing Aperol spritz. There must be a little bar around the corner here somewhere, surely.
Glendon is one of Matt's NHS patients. Since his diagnosis a year ago, he's been exploring all treatments, including those only available privately.
This is his Novacure. It sends a current through the brain at a certain frequency that's supposed to catch the cells before they split so they don't set up in other areas of the brain.
They don't have Novacure on the NHS. Ballpark figure, I believe, is around about £12,000 a month. But I phoned them up and begged, basically. Got it on compassionate grounds.
Glendon, how much have you spent on trying to cure yourself?
I've only just started.
We've just travelled, really, and saw a few
I'd say about
private.
About 10,000, but I'm now starting to throw big modges at it.
What's the war chest?
500,000.
But we haven't really got that sat there.
Yeah.
Not
I've
liquid
got,
cash.
yeah, it's assets.
We'd have to sell more or less everything to get hold of it. It will be everything else but the house.
I'm not going to leave my family destitute by a long stretch.
Hey, my name's Neeraj, one of the neurosurgical team. How are you doing, sir? Nice to meet you. We need to get you an MRI scan.
3 months ago, Glendon had surgery to remove the tumour, but it returned and is growing.
I thought we should talk about Mr. Snape. He's now relapsed again. There are no standard treatment options for a whole bunch of reasons. Immunotherapy may well not be effective in glioblastoma by itself. There are good reasons to think that adding immunotherapy to a second course of radiotherapy may be more effective.
And the evidence for?
Poor. The problem is all this immunotherapy is quite new. And so far, the results have been very disappointing.
It's ethically hard. There is no open trial for him. The company won't give him compassionate use. We're looking at self-funding.
So he would have to self-fund. He is well aware of this.
Poor chap.
I had another patient in clinic today explicitly say, I have some money. If there are extra things I can pay for, then I want to know about them. And in that setting, you can't then not tell people about things, because that's clearly the wrong thing to do. When I started in the NHS, I never thought I would have to have conversations with patients and ask them how wealthy they were.
That's the first set of immunology you're going to get, and you'll need 3 doses of that. But it's actually going to be more like 6,000, I think, because he's having a bit less of the drug. So that'll be kind of 24,000 to start with. If that doesn't work, we move on to these 2 drugs, and that's £31,840. And that's 2 immunology drugs that he might need. And I don't know how many treatments he'll need of that.
You know, you live once, you know, and life is precious. And I do feel like I'm being asset stripped for a cancer which is not my fault. But by doing the immunology, it should, touch wood, buy me more months.
If you go back 10 or 15 years, the NHS essentially provided all the treatment that was available. There is now a gap, particularly in terms of drugs, where the NHS will not pay because funding is flat, the demand is rising, we're all looking at things we can stop doing. And so that gap between what is potentially available and what the NHS will provide is unfortunately going to get bigger.
Since the NHS was formed, consultants have had the right to do private work in addition to their NHS responsibilities.
The NHS does encourage private practice because they get revenue from it. And all hospitals in the NHS have to look for their revenue.
To enable Imperial College Trust to benefit from private work, each of its 5 hospitals has a private ward. At Hammersmith Hospital, it's the Robert and Lisa Sainsbury wing.
It's where private patients come. Occasionally we use it for the NHS if we're short of beds on the NHS side. They're all individual rooms with ensuite bathrooms. I feel like a salesman.
Today, cardiothoracic surgeon Rex Stanbridge has 1 private patient on his operating list.
Nice bed.
We've got Sky Movies and Sky Sports, your favourite.
Star treatment.
87-year-old Mary is having surgery to remove a suspicious lump on her lung.
Oh, we can see the prison. Look. There.
That's the highlight of Mum's visit to the
Yeah, it
hospital.
is. I've been to Scrubs. It's a very attractive building, I think so, anyway.
Right, I'll go and see her for the consent. 11. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Right.
OK.
As you know, they were following you and they found you had a lump in your lung on the left side, and that over a period of a few months, 6 months, I think, that lump has grown.
Yes, but I hope you're going to take it out.
Yes. Well, we'll take out the cancer, but also there's the upper lobe of the lung we may take out as well, which is our gold standard procedure for lung cancer. I know as you get a bit older, people might argue, why bother? However, I tend to like to think that it's not the age from the cradle, but the age from the grave that we're looking at.
Yeah.
Right, so this is the consent form for you.
Mum has medical insurance and she has a certain amount of cancer care, so we've done all the scans and all the different tests that she's had to have. We've done all that on the National Health.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
And the only thing that she asked is after the operation that she has her own room. And so that's why she wanted to do that privately.
My husband has been dead 28 years, so he set it up, and we've been paying £800 per month. I think I get a little more peace when you've got your own room. You don't get people coming in and out and in and out, and nice big window, blue sky.
Do you feel like you've kind of earned it?
Well, I paid for it, let's put it that way.
Mr. Sandbridge said he would do it on the same day, whether she came in on the NHS or she came in privately. It would have been equally as fast from diagnosis to now.
She pays a lot of money in every month and doesn't get much out of it. And she can have the same operation, but in a slightly nicer environment. They get a bit more personal care from the consultant. Awesome. I just wanted to check on the bloods on this patient.
Private one?
Yeah. Lovely.
If you have a procedure, would it be private?
I haven't got private insurance. I don't know if I should have to start now, but I believe it's very expensive.
Next to Hammersmith Hospital is Queen Charlotte's and Chelsea Hospital. It's the Trust's Centre of Excellence for Gynecological Medicine.
Hello, they're ready for you to go to theatre now. Okay. Ready? We'll walk down, we'll take a pillow with us as well.
44-year-old Nikki has ovarian cancer that's relapsed.
I've been given 6 to 12 months if I don't have any treatment.
In addition to her NHS care, Nikki's crowdfunding to raise money for a cancer drug.
My surgical team in Devon have only proposed chemo, and I do not believe this is my only hope.
Don't be nervous, fine. Really nervous.
So I've needed to find out if I can find any other treatment.
You're going to follow the blue corridor all the way round.
I've done much research. The most immediate chance to live a bit longer is a large surgery, plus ideally a new maintenance drug called a olaparib.
You're in good hands, okay?
Check that they're ready.
It has to be paid for privately. Cost is about approximately £4,000 to £5,000 a month. I'm sort of fighting my corner as much as I can.
You all right?
Yeah, just really nervous.
At times it's an uphill battle.
Okay, I'm just going to flush your drip here.
No one talks about the cost of cancer. And I'm determined to try and find a way to stay alive.
The NHS gives patients the right to choose their consultant. When her cancer returned, Nikki sought a second opinion from Christina Fotopoulou, a renowned gynecological cancer surgeon who's at the forefront of new surgical techniques.
Nikki's initial diagnosis was a few years ago. When she had the surgery back then, the ovaries and the tubes were removed. So when ovarian cancer comes back, it comes back on the skin. Inside her abdomen is called the peritoneum. But you can see here, all this is being covered by little lesions there that are common to be there in this, at relapse. However, she has a larger tumor that goes a bit deeper into the liver. Good morning.
Christina will perform a radical operation to remove the cancer that's spread to the lining of Nikki's abdomen and liver.
She's a young woman. We are doing everything in order to try to prolong her life. We know from retrospective data that overall survival can be high if you get the patient tumor-free. Whether we will be able to get her tumor-free, this is something that we can answer only during the operation.
See you
Okay,
later.
if you need anything, give us a
Yeah,
call.
right, thanks.
All right, take care.
Nicky was in remission for a year. And no sign of anything for 12 months, and I think probably we got a little bit complacent until we got the second diagnosis. It feels like your world just collapsed again.
Do you ever talk about the end?
No, we haven't done yet. I know we'll have to at some point. We know it's real, we know what's going to happen. There's no reluctance to talk about it. We will talk about it, I think, when the time comes.
Yeah, stick him on the end there, can't we?
Glendon, who wants to top up his NHS treatment with a self-funded course of immunotherapy, is seeing Matt Williams in his NHS clinic.
This is now post-re-resection.
Glendon has already had 2 surgeries, chemotherapy and radiotherapy at hospitals in Preston and Liverpool.
He's obviously got that cavity, but he's got this new tumour, which might benefit from some of that coming out. I have another treatment which I am intending to give him, which he's come today to see me about, but I think an operation first might be a good idea. My only concern is this is then his 3rd operation.
The main risk I would worry about in him would be a paralysis on the left side.
What I'm looking for at the moment is obviously to stay alive. I've got to kill it. And immunology, as far as I'm aware, is the only chance I have of actually bringing this nightmare to an end.
I think we are in a difficult place.
There's a significant amount of abnormal tumour, and we feel that if we're going to advance the case, then we should try and remove as much of that to get as small a target as possible.
How do you feel about the idea of
I find that I haven't got really an option.
Is there anything else that you want to ask Miss Pearson?
The main thing is, can we do this so that I'm alive? Because I don't want to die. I don't want to do all this and die at the last hurdle. That would be infuriating for me. Because I've worked so bloody hard to get to this stage.
Sure.
I mean, it really has been. I mean, I've done 10 hours research every day since the day I've been diagnosed. And I will spend whatever it takes. And I know this sounds daft. When I got diagnosed, I thought, there can't be nothing in this day and age. So, yeah, that's where I am. Sorry, rant over.
That's all right. I'll leave you with Dr. Williams, and I'll see you next week. Okay.
The point of us offering you treatment to keep you alive is so you can enjoy your life. And spending your time till 3 in the morning looking up brain tumour treatments on the internet. That's not much quality of life.
Do I know it?
Yeah.
You've just made my life so much easier.
Okay, but only if you go and spend your time doing something more interesting.
That's what
Traditionally, you used to be able to say to patients, I think you should have treatment X, and you will be having treatment X. And now, there's the internet, so it's much easier to see what is the standard treatment for your disease in America, Germany, Norway. And our cancer survival rates are worse than almost everywhere in Europe. And how we deal with that as a profession, how we deal with that as a society is a difficult question.
Katie Urch is the Divisional Director overseeing all cancer services for the Trust.
How does a drug get approval?
Usually a drug has been developed by a company and gone through various clinical trial phases. It is then put forward in this country for NICE approval. NICE approval means that it's been independently assessed as having some degree of benefit.
NICE is the body responsible for deciding which new treatments should be available on the NHS.
We are certainly in a golden era of more and more drugs available, but the amount of added life benefit perhaps is quite minimum. And so the jury is still out on many of them of exactly what benefit we're going to see.
See the ureter?
Christina is halfway through a 2.5-hour operation to remove cancerous tissue from Nikki's abdomen.
So the disease is stuck on the right ureter, on the right pelvic vessels, and on the right muscle that goes to the leg. If you dissect it in the way it should be dissected, then it easily comes off. I'm stripping it away like you would strip away your gloves or your ties. In cancer medicine, for advanced stages, we talk about prolongation of life, not about cure. If we only want to cure people, then we will have to treat only patients with very early stages of favorable tumors and let everybody else die. That's not possible, and that's not ethical to do that.
What would have happened if you guys had stayed back in Devon?
We probably would have started chemotherapy this coming Thursday. They offered us just chemotherapy. They didn't think surgery was indicated. And that's why we thought we'd look around just to make sure that what we were being offered was the right thing. But each trust has its own rules, and they do vary quite dramatically. The specialists here just finished a research project that your chances of living longer are higher if you have surgery before your second set of chemo rather than just chemo on its own.
Queen Charlotte's in Chelsea offers specialist surgical treatments not available at most local hospitals. Around a third of their gynecological cancer patients are from outside London.
My understanding is there's a drug that could prolong life expectancy.
As far as I know, it's a maintenance drug. It's something to do with altering the replication of the cancer's gene. And it's supposed to increase the length of time before it comes back. It doesn't treat the cancer, it just tries to maintain the situation as it is. That's the drug that we're hoping to go on in the autumn.
Is this available on the NHS?
Yeah, it is. After a third session of chemotherapy, so your cancer has got to come back 2 times after the first one for you to qualify under, I think, current NICE guidelines. Doesn't seem fair. It's available after 2 sessions of chemotherapy in some countries in Europe, and they've had some success with it in France and Germany, I think.
Patients will come to you in the clinic and they will have read many things about new drugs, and they will tell you, okay, why can't I have this? So we're finished. We have to be cost effective, but we also have to balance very carefully the benefits for the patient. If we give all this money for a new drug for a few months longer, we have to take this money from patients in screening programs, in early detection of disease that can be cured. So it's tricky. Hey, perfect, perfect, perfect. Not everything as expected, no problems. She's tumor-free and fine. So well done. Okay, it's all good. Some disease on the pelvic side wall.
Yeah.
Some disease on the liver, but on the liver, not inside the liver.
Okay.
Some disease on the diaphragm, like we discussed.
Yeah.
That's that.
Thank you, Christine.
It's all fine.
By the sounds of things, it couldn't have gone any better. There was nothing unexpected there, and she managed to get everything out, which is fantastic. You sort of hope for that at the beginning, but, you know, you don't want to hope too much in case it doesn't happen.
All the best. Take care.
Have you spoken to her? Christina? She said it couldn't have gone any better. It was fantastic.
Yeah, they always went really, really well. She was really happy. She said you'll be sitting up tomorrow.
you ever feel you're being held to ransom?
Held to ransom in that I can't give the drugs that we want to give. I think we have in our health service an amazing access to drugs and to new therapies, new surgical techniques. But there is a balance of which drugs, which interventions we fund and which we don't. And every single economy will struggle. We struggle and come up with a certain answer. If you're in Europe, you would come up with a different answer. In America, you would come up with an answer based on what you can afford rather than what you need. I don't think there is a perfect solution. I think it's a very difficult balancing across a whole population.
Bye, good luck. See you later.
87-year-old private patient Mary is called to theatre.
It's no good feeling all worried and uptight and stuff like that. And if it goes wrong, well, I've had a good life.
The hospital will recoup the cost of Mary's operation and stay in hospital from her insurance company.
Okay, nice big breath for me. Nice big breath.
On average, the Trust charges a third more for private work than the NHS tariff for equivalent treatment.
Do you think the public view private work differently?
Yes, they do have misconceptions.
What's the most common?
The most common one is, oh, he's in Harley Street, he must be the best. This may be true, and it may not be true.
Are there cowboys there?
Let's just say that not everything that goes on in Harley Street is wonderful.
Private work is largely carried out in NHS operating theatres with an NHS surgical team. Only the anaesthetist and surgeon are being paid separately by the insurance company.
She's a relatively fit woman, actually. She's a lifelong smoker.
Does that change anything?
No, doesn't change anything at all.
No.
Would the NHS still choose to operate on somebody that was...
Yes.
Do you think it should?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Flying over the enemy lines. I'll take a knife for this and then I'll come back and put the camera in. Black is soot, and it's a sign of smoking. It's a sign of pollution in the air from all the motor vehicles we use. She's got a mass in the lung, and the mass has been growing for 6 months and is highly suspicious of a cancer, but we haven't proven it as cancer yet. This bag just pops the specimen in. So we're going to do that by taking a segment of the lung, pop one wedge into the bag, sending it off to the laboratory, and they'll give us a phone call back and tell us what they think it is. If it is cancer, we take out the upper lobe of the lung. Hello, Mr. Sandwich here.
The result is positive. This is a tumor.
That's fine, thank you very much. And we have a result. It's a non-small cell carcinoma, so the biopsy is positive and malignant.
How important do you think private work is for the future of the NHS?
The NHS is making some money out of it. Big bag, and then we're going to take the specimen out. And that helps to keep them going, because they need all the funds they can get. England is lucky. It's the only country that does have an NHS quite like it is, but it's not funded properly. It's underfunded. It's off, finished. So we could do a lot more, with a lot better equipment, a lot more stuff, if it had more funding. My headlight batteries have died, so that means I have to leave. The team are going to close up.
Can I ask a cheeky question? How different is your invoice for this compared to if it was on the NHS?
Not silly money for 2 or 3 hours private operating, seeing the patient for 15 minutes every day. I don't know what you think it should be.
Do you want me to throw a figure out?
Throw a figure out.
£1,000.
Yep, well, it's not far off. It's a little more than that, but it's less than 2. Hello. It's all over the operation, it's good. OK, do you want to sit down? It's fine.
Sure.
It's easy, you don't have to stand up. Right. She's okay. The result was that the frozen section that we did the wedge showed that she had cancer, which wasn't a big surprise.
No.
So I proceeded to do the full lobectomy. It's all out, and I'm sure she won't need further treatment for it, and I'm sure that's a relief.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. He's okay.
God, she's tough.
I'm sure they were quite nervous that they'd done the right thing. Because she's elderly. It's their mum, and they've helped to advise her. Is she asking anything?
Yeah, no, she's speaking, yeah. She's awake.
So just you want to know what's happened?
I don't know if she'd be that awake. You can ask her.
I must say. Good. Everything's good. Operation's done. All right? Just relax. Just relax, and we'll just look after you for the next day or two. Good.
Mary will spend up to 24 hours recovering in the hospital's cardiac intensive care unit.
Do people with cancer who have private healthcare, do they live longer?
There's absolutely no information on that. In private care, I don't think you can buy life.
Welcome, everyone. So let's move on to the first item on the agenda, which is the income report.
In the 5 years from 2010 to 2015, the Trust's income from private work increased by 40%, from 31 to 43 million pounds.
So April, first month of the new year, was actually a pretty good month for us again. So it followed the strong trend of the last 3 or 4 months. I think in terms of highlights, our cancer business continued to show strong growth.
If you can grow more private patient income, that will actually help out with the rest of the national health business.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of enthusiasm for working closer with you and finding the growth.
I think it's a bigger understanding of how private works in the Trust that we need to get those very clear messages going on.
Are there any downsides to doing private work?
I think people think that we make more compromises than we actually do. We know that it doesn't compromise our NHS care, but nonetheless, it's very easy to write a story that says, because there's money in there and because the NHS needs money, surely they must be disadvantaging NHS patients in some way, whereas the truth is that the money does flow back in to NHS patient care.
Then the proposal is to kind of take that income and directly allocate it down to divisional positions. So
Is it possible to say what percentage goes back to NHS? And what
All
goes...
of it. It doesn't go anywhere else.
It could go into private facilities.
It doesn't in our case because we own all the facilities.
We need all of the things to be flying, and I think we need to just keep doing what we're doing.
We have a financial deficit of 41 million. So if we can make money treating private patients, then it's better that we address our deficit that way than that we have to cut back on NHS services, which is, to be honest, the only other way we can address the deficit.
Okay, great. Oh, keep up the good work.
We've got to get smarter, we've got to get more efficient, and we've got to do the best with the money we've got. I don't think that's a particularly difficult argument. I think it's reasonably well understood. It's just not very popular.
Another 5 big deep breaths there for me. You're doing really well. Starting to feel a little bit woozy.
Glendon's undergoing 3 hours of brain surgery on the NHS to remove as much tumour as possible.
Okay, it's just getting off to sleep now, okay? It's drifting off to sleep.
The operation carries a risk of paralysis on his left-hand side.
Okay to start. Thank you.
That's the skull. He's had a previous opening here. The opening, the craniotomy, has been secured with metal screws and plates. Elevate this. Then we have plainly abnormal tissue under here. I suspect this will be part of tumour, this grey, jelly-like substance here. Sometimes they're terribly soft and it would be like resecting creme brulee, but in this case, as you can see, as we grab the tumour, it's very firm. It's like almost a hard lychee or a rock-hard kiwi fruit. This tumour would be about the size of a tangerine. It's almost 5 centimetres across.
When was that? That was, I bet that was about 4 years ago. That's the same time. Oh, let's see. We went to Cambodia and Vietnam. And we were planning on doing lots more travelling. We used to walk quite a bit as well. There's just a picture walking, but...
How did you meet?
Through a friend, actually, that I work with. Yeah. So she introduced us. She actually did a reading at the wedding, which was really nice. Glenn hates all these wedding pictures. He says he looks awful on them. To be fair, he's probably ill there because that was only 6 weeks probably before he had his seizure.
Do you feel like he's changed? Like, how do you feel?
Yeah, it's totally different. He'd gone manic at one point and he was quite aggressive and literally I'd have to walk 10 paces behind, that kind of attitude. Sometimes I used to get a bit annoyed at him because I thought, well, you wouldn't be like that beforehand. And even when he's like in surgery now, it's kind of, is he going to come back the same person? And yeah, it's bad enough, like you say, that he's got this prognosis I might lose him at some point, but I might lose him before I lose him. And to be fair, I've lost some of him already. That is distressing.
On the angle.
Fred Astaire.
3 days after surgery, Mary is recovering in her private room.
Well, I'm grateful that I can have a private room and top-hole surgeons. I think the kids felt, is she going to come out of the operation? You know, because I'm old. I have a lot of confidence, thankfully, and I didn't think of dying at all. I thought, no, I'll survive.
So, how come you're in on a bank holiday?
She's a private patient and I'm taking special interest in her, so I thought I'd come in and see her. Hello, good morning, Mary. How are you?
Fresh out the shower.
Fresh out the shower. Yeah. That'd be fresh and lovely, that's fine.
Is that different than if she was an NHS patient?
Probably. Good. Do you have a good night?
Very good, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. I'm going to come in because she's a private patient. I come to see her, and I think that's basic practice of private, to come and see your patients every day if you possibly can, if it's reasonable. And the traffic is much lighter on a bank holiday. I see you've done all the Sudokus and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good, isn't
Enjoy
it?
it.
Yeah, it means, you know, it's
Keeps
good
the brain
power.
ticking.
Keeps the brain going. Yes, that's important.
Yeah, it is.
Fine. Well, I'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Couple of weeks. Yeah, that's right.
Good.
Well, thanks again.
Very good.
Thank you.
Right, thank you very much.
So how's Mary?
I think she's ready for discharge. Overall, I think she's done spectacularly well.
What do you think of Rex?
I think he's great. Yeah. Told him I loved him yesterday.
What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He's too shy, I think.
Look at you, treated like a queen.
The Trust's total revenue turnover is about £1 billion. The Imperial private healthcare part of the business is about 50 million. So we're currently about 5%.
see the sun shining from it.
We're an NHS trust, the priority goes on the NHS patients. But with the big deficits that the trust faces, I think our Chief Financial Officer would like me to double the size of the business, and that may well be possible over time.
Glenn, operation is all finished now. You can start breathing. Deep breaths in and out. That's it. Well done.
We're entering a phase of cancer survivorship where people have been treated and have emerged out the other end. But there will be people like this who are having ongoing treatment, and you're still scanning them, operating on them, and involving health costs. You then become a victim of your own success.
Where's Kate?
Glenn?
Yeah, darling.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Hello.
that's it.
Hi. Hello, sweetie. How are you?
I'm fine. It was just a bog standard one.
Was it? Give me a kiss. Sweetie. Good job, honey.
Yeah.
You still move on your left side. That looks good.
Yeah. No deficit at all by the looks of it. Hello.
When I set out to do the operation, I was aiming for 90% removal.
Brilliant.
I think we did more than that.
Oh, thank you so much. You're a genius. Look at
What?
this.
No, I'm not a genius.
You've done brilliantly. You're my hero because it means that I can start living my life again. And that's what I haven't been able to do for a year.
And if Dr. Williams is happy, that will be the cherry on the cake.
But he's the immunologist, and he says, right, yeah, we've got enough to carry on, crack on with the treatments. I'm happy. I'm the one who's paying all the money for this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Under the Trust's self-pay guidelines, patients topping up their care with drugs not available on the NHS are only charged the wholesale cost and a fee to administer them.
The NHS, quite rightly, will pay for treatments which are evidence-based, but there are some patients who want to go beyond that. And you could say, well, they shouldn't be having non-evidence-based treatments. Well, maybe the evidence is there, but it's not of the best quality.
Thank you.
Fortunately, I'm not sitting the other side of the desk with a potentially life-threatening tumour, and what would one do if it was yourself?
So are you ready for the cup of tea?
Coffee.
Coffee? All right, fine.
Cappuccino.
That'll have to do. Be grateful, say thank you. If it was very quiet, I'd be worried. Last time you pretended I was your sister.
Who are you anyway?
Yeah, don't start that again. I'm glad you didn't play that trick this time. No.
Is there any more water? My mouth shows a badger's arse.
My mother passed away from ovarian cancer about 18 years ago. So I've known about ovarian cancer for a long time. It was really devastating. My mother was an amazing woman and she suffered sort of terribly through her illness. And I was very fearful when I was first told, because in my mind I'd seen someone that I was really close to go through the same thing.
Nikki is waiting to be discharged. In 6 weeks, she'll start the standard NHS course of chemotherapy at her local hospital in Devon.
Good morning.
Good morning, Christina.
How are you? You look good. So, we discussed yesterday that I'm happy that you go home today. How have things been yesterday? Better?
Yeah, there have some good days and then some not so good days. But then they slow from, I think from Sunday, things got better.
Excellent. Yeah. I'm happy that you drink some coffee, that you start eating normally, normal things, avoid things that will bloat you. Okay. Any questions or anything?
I don't think so. Maybe just do you have any idea when I could possibly sort of drive and get back up and running again?
What are you doing again?
I work with horses.
Oh, God, don't do that.
Oh, wait a little while
Wait
longer.
for 6 weeks, please.
All right.
You're very good. I'm very proud of you.
Thanks,
okay.
Christina.
See you on the 8th.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hey, Clara. Hey, chicken.
Hello.
I've checked out the apartment as well.
Just put my ring back in.
How long has it been since you were able to wear your engagement ring?
About a week.
About a week, yeah. It's been really hard because it feels really strange without it. But it's just your fingers swell up because of the amount of fluid that they pump into you. It feels fantastic to have it back on again.
We're £7 short of 11 grand.
No way.
Yeah,
It's amazing. I know, I was wondering if it might go over 11,000 last night. Some friends of mine that used to live in Scotland, they did an office cake bake sale.
£271.
I know, it's absolutely amazing. Well, at the moment we've reached about almost just shy of 11,000.
What's the target?
About £66,000. Yeah. Even an old school teacher, when I was about 13, he's donated some money and I've not seen him for over sort of 20, 25 years. I feel quite guilty in a way that I sort of didn't deserve this money, that because I'm not very good, I never really ask for money and I never really ask for help. So for me, this was quite a novel sort of thing to do. And I think crowdfunding is becoming quite a sort of a common platform now, I think, for people to raise money for cancer treatments that aren't available on the NHS.
You ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
I'll get you some shoes.
What happens if you don't make 60,000?
Whatever the money I do raise, I can still put towards several months of treatment. So if it's around 4,000 to 5,000 a month for the olaparib, I can still sign up with the drug and then just have as many months of the treatment as I'm able. With the amount that I've raised at the moment, that will guarantee me at least 2 months on olaparib, which is fantastic. So that's already about 20% of the way.
Can you just confirm for me if you receive Nick Collard authorization for medication? Is it a possibility we can have it screened ASAP?
Can you understand why the NHS don't fund it?
I can understand it, but it's still very frustrating.
Don't get me wrong, I'm eternally grateful for what's happened. I dread to think how much money's been spent on Nicky's treatment since the first diagnosis 18 months ago. I understand that, yeah. Somebody does the sums, and somebody has to do the sums. It's an awful job to do, but somebody works out how much to spend and how long to increase somebody's life by.
Anti-sickness?
Okay.
Antibiotics?
Oh, okay. The research that's coming out now is so promising.
Okay, Antonelli, thank you so much. It's been amazing, thank you.
It has given us a bit of hope. It could be a matter of months before it comes back again, but no one really knows.
The work I do here is tightly regulated. I have an annual appraisal and people keep a fairly close eye on my work. Outside of places like this and other big NHS hospitals, if you just go and see someone privately, there are all manner of snake oil salesmen out there. And I think that worries me.
Hello. Matt is seeing Glendon in the NHS clinic for the first time since his brain surgery.
Well, look at this. Can I give you a hug, Matt?
I didn't do anything, though.
You put everything in place for me. You took every... I mean, you know what I was down to. You know,
Take a seat before you fall over.
I'm not falling over. I've been walking all day.
OK, all right, then. Well, before you get tired, then. So, we need to talk about what we're going to do next. Yeah. We had talked about having another round of radiotherapy.
Yeah.
And we had talked about adding immunotherapy to it in the form of pembrolizumab.
Yeah.
Is that still what you want to do?
Yes.
Fine.
Well, unless there's another combination which has come out better.
Well, OK. It is the best I can do. We have to make some informed guesses.
If it works, how long do I keep the schedule going?
don't. Give you 2 doses of pembrolizumab.
Yeah.
One before and one after.
But I do have to keep carrying on taking for the rest of my life?
No, 2 doses of pembrolizumab.
Right.
Beyond that, I find it very difficult to justify continuing.
I mean, it's not a money thing. It's, if it works, I'll carry on doing it.
I know, you keep saying that to me.
Have you made a sort of choice about not giving Glendon exactly what he wants? Like, are you trying not to bankrupt him?
Well, of course I'm trying not to bankrupt him. One of the drugs he's interested in is just under £30,000 a dose. I don't think that there is enough data to justify its use.
Immunotherapy can be a bit funny in that because it sort of takes the brakes off your immune system, and your immune system kicks off, it can give you lung problems, kidney problems, heart problems, eye problems, skin problems, because essentially it depends which bit it decides.
I heard liver was something.
Yes, and liver. Sign and print your name there.
Is it the role of the doctor to say stop treatment?
We live in a society where people are used to being able to have what they want, and healthcare is not like that. It's difficult because part of our job is to own the uncertainty, to say, here are the options and I will recommend A, I will recommend B, even when in your heart of hearts you're not entirely certain.
In all honesty, I'm not an idiot. Somewhere along the line, it's going to be not treatable.
Yes, but my aim is, where it's appropriate, is to give you treatment to keep you well for as long as possible. All we can do.
That's all I want to hear. I'm a realist.
You're a very optimistic realist.
I'm so pleased.
Nice to see you.
How are you feeling about the prospect of getting the immunotherapy drugs?
It's like going to the bookies, really, basically. You know, you can't turn around and say, oh, yeah, you're a surefire winner here. What I'm trying to do is kick this cancer further down the line. The further I can kick it down the line, the more studies go on, there's more chances of drugs being approved, which are clinically more effective. So that's why you do it.
Hi, is that 15 South Chemo Day unit? Hi, I'm calling from Pharmacy Aseptics, just to say that the immunotherapy for Glendon is ready to be collected.
I didn't want to go to my grave without covering every angle.
Hello, it's 4:15.
You grew up expecting the NHS to always be there for you.
Yeah.
Do you feel that NHS is still there for you?
For everyday stuff, very much so.
So you're staying here? Yeah? Hi, just want to pay for Glendon's treatment.
How does that feel?
It's what needs to be done to get the treatment.
Do you think the hospital, knowing that it's a bit of a gamble, there's no guarantee that
Do you mean,
it's gonna
should they
work?
offer him this?
Yeah, they've taken a lot of money from
Yeah, but
you.
it's hope for him. And if I went home tomorrow with no treatment or forward plans, I don't think he'd cope. He'd give up.
You're right.
Just that it is hope, and, you know, it might not work. In fact, it probably won't work. Well, I don't know, I don't like to get too optimistic. But, you know, but if it even gives Glenn something to live for now, it's serving a purpose.
All ready, sir?
Here we go.
Here we go.
Just want a normal life back. I want to live to 70. You know, something like that. I don't want to die at 50.
Good. Fusing nicely.
But, you know, you've got to put up with what you're given. And if I can keep it going longer, that's what I'm going to bloody do.
NHS in an impossible situation.
Yes. We're completely screwed. The NHS is caught between some demographic pressures, so we have a bigger population, an older population, but we're also caught in a really nasty wedge in other ways. Medical technology is developing, more treatments available, patient expectations are going up, but increasingly we are no longer able to meet them. And this country has skimped on healthcare for a long time.
Sometimes people talk about a two-tier system. What does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, we run a two-tier system. And most of us would rather not do private healthcare. I've certainly never came into medicine with any intention of doing any private work.
The best example of what happens when you have a lot of private medicine is America. It gets very poor outcomes.